to teach you 4 steps to training new landscaping employees. This changed my business. I promise you, this is so easy and so powerful. All right, ready? And you're going to come back and you're going to thank me. And I didn't make this up. I learned this from someone else and I was too stubborn to listen. Listen to me. Here's the 4 steps. It'll save you tons of frustration when you get a new employee. Step 1, let's just say you're teaching them how to trim shrubs, right? It could be anything, patios, cutting a lawn, mowing, whatever it is, right? So you make sure they have the proper gloves, eye protection, ear protection, safety equipment. They've signed the paperwork. I'll have the employee relax and say, all right, I'll say you're getting paid. You don't have to do anything, but just hang out and just relax and watch me do the thing, okay? Now, there's a saying, slow is smooth and smooth is fast. It might make you feel a little anxious, like I'm sitting here for hours teaching this employee how to trim bushes when the phone's ringing and there's customers and all this stuff going on. But it's okay, because if you just spend the time up front now, it'll pay itself off over and over and over again. Okay, so step 1, have them relax and just, their whole job right now, you tell them, your job is just to hang out and watch me. So you trim the shrubs and you explain why you're trimming, how you're trimming. You go over the safety of the shrub trimmer, how not to cut your hand, how to hold it properly, how to start the thing, what to look out for. Just take your time. And you start trimming shrubs in front of them and have them observe and explain why you did what you did, how it's supposed to look, how you put the tarp around the shrubs, you shake it off and you go over it again to catch any stragglers. You say, see how these look right now? Now this customer wants these shrubs to be trimmed together into a hedge. But another customer might want them to be individual squares separated. Some might want them to be balls or have a sense of separation. It just depends on the customer. But this customer wants it to be a hedge. And you trim it for a while. And then once you feel like they've really okay, yeah, I got it.
More of the Untrapped podcast right after this. Have you been thinking that it's time to really market your business in a more effective manner? Keith has spent years testing tens of thousands of dollars on marketing and advertising, and he is just amazed that the 7 most powerful marketing strategies that he's ever found are surprisingly low cost, and some are even free. He distilled down everything that he's learned into a 7-step guide and wants to give it to you for free. If you'd like to download the free guide, it's called 7 Steps to Marketing Your Business, then simply go to keithkalfas.com/7steps. That's keithkalfas.com/7steps. And of course, the link will be in the show description. This is Untrapped with Keith Kalfas.
Step 2 is you hand them the shrub trimmers and you tell them, all right, now I'm going to hang out and watch you trim the shrubs, right? Do the thing. You don't actually breathe down their neck and start correcting them right away if they've never done this before. But you just hang out and then you let them start trimming and say, it's okay. Like, this is your first time doing it. You don't have to be perfect. Just take your time and learn how to do it. And then you hang out for 5, 10, 15 minutes and let them trim shrubs, right? And then once you feel like there's a safe space, you can jump in and start to critique and be like, all right, see, this one was really good, but see how you missed the stragglers underneath? So make sure that you go and you get the stragglers and you shake it off and you help them, you coach them. And once they get to a point where now they're actually trimming the shrubs and you're right there supporting them and they're doing a good job, as soon as you get that feeling like, all right, they're getting this, right? It might take a few hours. But once you get to that point, step 3 is you say, all right, now that you have learned how to trim shrubs, you're already getting decent at it. I want you to teach me how to trim the shrubs, right? So in your own words, the best way you can, just like I taught you, turn off the shrub trimmers. And now I'm going to sit here like I'm the student and I want you to teach me, right? So there's an accountability thing that happens in the brain. It triggers, because the best way to learn something is to actually teach it. There's something that happens like when you teach something, especially when you just learned it, it instills it, it integrates it into your subconscious mind faster, okay? So, and I've watched this work in my business, like years of frustration solved in hours type stuff. Like, this is a system. It's an employee training system, right? A simple one. So they say, okay, Keith, this is how you start it. You prime it 3-4 times, make sure it's on, choke, pull it, make sure your foot's on here's the safety protocol. And now that it's trimming, we've got the eyeglasses, ear protection, gloves. And then they're going to start trimming and explaining why, right? And they're teaching you how to trim the shrubs, and let them teach you for 5, 10, 15, 20 minutes, whatever it is. until you see, as soon as they start to get confident, like they got it, you'll know, because there will be a shift in the energy. Step 4 is where now you call somebody else. If you have somebody else, like let's say Joe is working for you too. Joe's been working for you for a couple years. Shut off the trimmers and be like, hey, Joe. Joe already knows the drill, right? Come over here real quick. All right, now we're standing here. Now I want you to teach Joe what you just learned. I want you to teach Joe. This is step 4. Have him teach somebody else how to trim shrubs. So now I'm standing here hanging out, and now he's got the shrub trimmers, and now Joe is standing there. He's got the rake in his hand, waiting to get back to what he's doing, but he understands the drill. He teaches Joe for like 10 minutes how to trim the shrubs, and Joe's learning now. So what happens is, like, I've watched the shift happen, and I've heard about this, and it didn't make sense to me until I actually did it in my own business. The brand new guy trimming shrubs, within as early as a half an hour up to 3-4 hours, gets to the point where he's confident. I've literally watched a brand new guy who's never really trimmed shrubs at all before, straight up trimming shrubs at decent enough quality to where all they have to do is just double check their work within the first day. So step 1, have them hang out, relax, and watch you do the thing while you teach them. Step 2, have them do it. Step 3, they teach you. And step 4, they teach somebody else. And boom, that's the 4-step employee training system. Let me know what you think in the comments below. Check the links below this video.
I'm going to wrap up. Go to Keith Kalfas Untrapped on Apple Podcasts, and please leave the show a well-worded, positive 5-star review. It helps boost the rankings of the show. I really, really appreciate it. Hit me up on YouTube, Instagram, at Keith Kalfas, and I can't wait to hear about your success, and I'll see you soon.